Good morning. How are you? This is Dameon Madison with D.E.M Ministries, the partnership that we're having, of course, with R.D. Hill and Associates. And you just heard a wonderful piece by Ricky D. Hill sharing again on lying and leadership and how he dealt with the character that's crucial and critical to being an effective leader and an effective organization and carrying your vision out to the best possibility that lays ahead of you if you confront. And again, the realities of where you are, and don't let your character as a leader get in the way. I mean, that was a powerful piece. I hope you watched it. It's right above me. Go ahead and watch it right now, and I promise you that you will be blessed, you'll be impacted, and encouraged by it, and inspired to be your best, to do your best, as we don't allow lying in leadership to preclude us from our possibility in our organizations. I want to deal with, again, the same thing. Of course, this is our last video of this series on dealing with denial. And of course, this one deals with lying and leadership. And I'm going to deal with a different perspective than what Ricky D. Hill dealt with. I'm going to deal with, again, just some very functional principles that we can confront and deal with and apply to help us do better in our organizations and make sure that we aren't functioning in the lie that may be holding us back from being successful in our organizations and our ministries and our churches. Because oftentimes we have a self-prescribed perspective of how things may look. We think things may be fine because we are looking at them ourselves. But sometimes it's very smart to have an objective opinion, someone from the outside look in and give you their view, their perspective of what's going on within the organization. Oftentimes, when we ask people that that we're surrounded by, that we're working with daily, they will give us feedback that might be truthful, but it might be a partial lie because it's bent toward the perspective that we want, that we desire, that we're trying to achieve. So there are three things I want you to look at today that kind of help us avoid the lie that can happen in coming leadership. The first is this, that we have to be willing to confront the uncomfortable. Which means, back to my earlier point, that we have to be okay with asking other people who are looking from the outside in the uncomfortable questions. Maybe ask somebody, how do things really look? Do they actually enjoy the worship experience? Are they enjoying your services? Do they actually enjoy the food at your restaurant? I mean, whatever it is. Oftentimes, we may need to just engage an objective perspective, a survey, ask questions. A lot of people send emails and give feedback, but we have to be willing to confront the uncomfortable responses that may come, because someone may have a perspective that does not marry well with how you feel and how you think things are going within the organization or ministry. So be okay with confronting the uncomfortable. Secondly, we have to recognize that as we do that, failure isn't final. The reality is, don't believe the lie that if you fail, it's final. Sometimes we have to make mistakes to learn what's best. We learn how to do things a better way, engage in a better process, procedure, or even know or discover that there may be some shift that we have to make within the organization, within the staff, or whatever, or even some more training, development that we need to help enhance what we are. So you may have some areas where you're failing or maybe have failed, but it doesn't mean it's final. It's okay to confront it and then recognize it may be not a good place here, but it's not final. If we make the right adjustment, the right shift, things will get better and we can't keep moving. So one, make sure that we are willing to confront the uncomfortable. Two, recognize that failure isn't final, but also thirdly, your next is dependent upon how you handle your right now. The reality is we have to be okay with confronting the truth, the real about our right now. There may be some things that we can do better, some things that we should do better, some things that we should change, or some things that we should shelve and stop doing. So we have to realize and know that our next is dependent upon how we handle our right now. So one, hey family, change, confront the uncomfortable. Number two, know that failure isn't final, but know your next is dependent upon how you handle your right now. So don't let the lies of what you perceive, what you believe from your own perspective keep you blinded from what you could be. Don't fall to the lie, fall prey to the lie rather, that failure is the end. Failure is not final. And then lastly, realize and know that your next is dependent upon how you handle your right now. So it's okay to have to make changes, make a shift, but it's all right because, again, don't fall prey to lying in leadership and be afraid to confront what you have to do better, to grow large, and impact the world with the mission, the vision that God gave you for your organization, for your ministry, for your church, for your business. Make sure that you don't allow the lies of avoidance, of fear to keep you hidden from your great possibility. All right, fam, have a great day, have an amazing week, and please know that we are here for you. Email us at info@demadison.org or rdhill@rdhillllc.com, and allow us to help you and connect you with the possibility, the potential, and the tools you need to achieve your vision. Have a great week. Bye-bye.